There's a particular 1-2 punch combo of facial cues and verbal cues that exponentially drives disagreements and misunderstandings between autistic partners and non-autistic partners. So say you're having a conversation with your autistic partner and you're asking a lot of questions, or you have some concerns about your relationship. What happens with the autistic partner, they start to have a flood of thoughts trying to figure out how they're going to respond to all this information, and their eyes get really big. Now, the reason our eyes get bigger when we feel overwhelmed is stress, anxiety, and panic are linked to fear. Why do we feel afraid? We're surprised by something or we detect a threat. From an evolutionary perspective, when our eyes get really big, we're trying to take in more information. Our field of vision literally increases so we can try and see if there's a threat that's coming towards us. Now, this cue, when your partner starts signaling this, isn't consciously understood by the non-autistic partner. But unconsciously, what they start to see is, oh my gosh, this person sees me as a threat. And what happens to the non-autistic partner automatically is their eyes get wide too. And so now you have two people signaling that they feel threatened. And what do we do when we feel threatened? We go into a classic fight or flight response, which means that the autistic person who's just feeling overwhelmed and trying to figure out how to respond has now inadvertently signaled to their non-autistic partner that they're about to defend themselves. And then what happens next? The questions start coming. One of the things that I really love about working with my autistic clients, they'll ask you the information they need to know, but it's not always in a tone that a person who's non-autistic understands as information seeking. To them, a quick array of questions sounds more like defensiveness or like they're trying to poke holes in their argument. Let's say a conversation looks like this. Non-autistic partner says, at the parent-teacher conference today, I was wondering what you meant when you started asking the teacher all those questions. It just seemed like you were really peppering them with a lot of information and you weren't giving them a chance to talk through their instructional plan for the year. Upon hearing this, the autistic person gets wide-eyed because they're starting to think, oh crap, I was trying to socially monitor. Did I do something that was offensive or rude? Now is my partner upset? And they go, what do you mean? You were asking a lot of questions. What questions did I ask? And unintentionally, because of the intensity, fear, and anxiety, and the emotive facial expression, the non-autistic partner's eyes widen, and we are off to the races in terms of fight, conflict, and misunderstanding. Is this something you've experienced before? I'd love to hear from you.